Successfully coming in under or right at the flyweight limit. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record. 10 wins, no losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 125 and 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Kazakh, Dagestan, Russia, Askar Bullet Askarov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter holding a professional record, 16 wins, 9 losses, 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 126 pounds. Fighting out of Lee Summit, Missouri, presenting the number 7 ranked flyweight contender in the world, Tim Elliott. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
The no-nonsense Keith Peterson, our referee for this one in the flyweight division. The beautiful Brooklyn Wren is with us tonight. Hope that ill-fated Buffer fist bump doesn't come back to bite Askarov. He is the betting favorite tonight against Tim Elliott.
You're obsessed with the fist bump.
This fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. Tim Elliott is in black. Askarov is in white.
You'll see Tim Elliott switch stances a lot. Shows you a bunch of different looks and angles. And again, we can't stress this enough. So experienced. Been in there against Joseph Benavidez, Demetrius Johnson. Basically the cream of the crop in this division.
And had Johnson in trouble with that.
Yes.
I believe it was a guillotine.
Yes. Gave him the toughest defense of his flyweight title other than losing to Cejudo.
And for Tim Elliott, there will never be a replacement for his late, great former head coach, Robert Follis, but he finally feels like he has found that voice of reason with 10th Planet's Casey Halstead here in Las Vegas. So Halstead, Eddie Baracco, James Krause among those behind Tim Elliott tonight.
Good crew of people.
And his girlfriend, Gina Mazzani, who is also on this roster, helping Tim raise his 4-year-old daughter, Sterling. He said Mazzani really helped pull him out of a dark time, and Elliott seemed to be in a great place coming in here tonight.
Oh, wow. Nice hands.
Good hands by Askarov.
Nice counter left from Elliott after Askarov landed low.
See, even that, everything Tim throws, just
strange.
Not how you would ever teach anybody ever.
But really
effective. Yes.
I mean, and he takes pride in, as his social media nickname, Awkward MMA. I mean, he knows what he does, and there's a method to his madness.
Give me that low rider some more.
Toyo Tires, the official tire of the UFC. Elliott attacks that lead leg, then covers up.
Head movement. But it was interesting there, he wasn't able to complete the takedown. Had good timing, closed the distance, but Askarov, very good takedown defense. Just super solid grappler.
Man.
Oh, he's hurt real bad. Wow. He might, let's see if he recovers here, but I thought he was out.
Man, that
His leg stiffened up, he straightened up.
And now Elliott desperately here trying to control posture.
If you're that shoulder,
you try to get up or no?
Wow, look at this.
I like this. He's got that shoulder pin.
And they're not that sweaty right now. Okay, he lost that.
But this is great for Tim. This is time for him to recover. The more he can tie these arms up. And John, to your point, no, I think Askarov's, you know, his strong suit is on the ground as well. But man, the power that he's showing on the feet, he might want to stand this back up because he is landing big punches. And you always give Tim Elliott a chance when you go to the mat and you create scrambles.
Askarov doing a good job of staying tight and using really good pressure. Elliott is using a very strange way of controlling the upper body here. He's hooking his leg, but in a real unusual way. But this is, if he can hold this position, it's going to force Askarov to try to do something to get out of here. He keeps doing it, so this is something he must work on all the time.
Yeah, and he's, at this point, you'd think he's cleared the cobwebs, Joe, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, at least enough to doing what he's doing. He's thinking, he's looking for the neck, he's controlling things, but right now he's got to watch.
Look at the pressure by Askarov.
Yeah, the shoulder pressure. That's right on the carotid arteries, too, man. So I don't care. This doesn't feel nice. It's not going to make you pass out necessarily because there's room on the other side, but he's not happy.
No, it's tight. I mean, it's almost similar to a Von Flue choke in that way, but just not quite all the way there. Now Elliott with butterfly guard here. Askarov manages to get up. Hammer fist by Askarov. But you see the pressure and strength of Askarov. Oh, man.
Big elbow.
There's something about the strength of elite grapplers.
Yeah.
And you see it from Askarov. This tremendous base and core strength and the ability to maintain top pressure.
Dagestan Combat Sambo champion, two-time Russian wrestling champion. 7 career wins by submission for Askarov coming in.
Now, seeing that he is training with Casey at 10th Planet in Las Vegas, I'd like to see him try to control him, perhaps with some rubber guard. He's using the butterfly guards to try to elevate Askarov.
30 seconds, Tim.
But he's got to do something to try to control his upper body and keep him from dropping those hammer fists and punches down on him. During the break, we're going to take a look at that punch that landed, because that is as close to going out as you can get. He might have been unconscious for a brief second and then come right back to it.
And he's going to be a problem in this division because not only does he have that power that we saw on the feet, but I mean wins with rear naked chokes, arm bar, anaconda, twisters, and a guillotine.
This is about as close to getting knocked out as you're ever going to see, where someone comes out. Look at how his head goes. I mean, he's out cold there for a second, but then comes back. Let's see it again. Look at this. I mean, that is...
He almost slumped over,
yes,
Joe.
Almost fell completely backwards, out cold, but through sheer will, came back to life.
Man, he's tough.
Yeah, very tough. But it shows you Askarov can crack.
All right, so here we go, round 2, Paul. The message from Eddie Baracco and James Krause to Tim Elliott was more beautiful.
Look at that. Tim Elliott with a beautiful throw. He has recovered.
On that neck.
He's got the guillotine, but he doesn't have it. Yes, but he also didn't have control with his legs.
Yep. But that's what we need to see more from Tim. And Krause said it best. He's like, that calf kick is money, but let's be more active with the punches and movement, because you don't want to stand in front of Askarov, because clearly you can get slept on your own feet there.
Yeah, I mean, as we were saying before, Askarov's just so physically strong.
Yeah, bowled his way inside here.
But Elliott was able to get that takedown early in the round. I mean, we don't know how much of Elliott being on the ground on his back had to do with him getting clipped with that big punch. And he might have just decided, look, I'm not even going to try to get back up to my feet.
I'm going to recover, stay down here, look for submissions if they're there.
I mean, that is as close to getting knocked out as I think I've ever seen.
That's crazy.
He almost did the
slump.
Where you just, you fold over.
It's like the lights went out and they came right back on.
He paid the electric bill.
Askarov suffocating here. Continuing to apply pressure. Preventing the underhook there. Tim gets under.
He's giving him his back here. He slips out.
Just over 3 minutes here, round 2.
Yeah, Tim can't stand right in front of Askarov.
Outside work, Tim, outside work.
Oh, there's that right hand again.
Nice knee from Tim Elliott, right up the gut.
Ooh, man, he's getting cracked.
Nice straight left.
And switching stances and landing from both sides just as well. Big uppercut.
Again, man, these throws by Elliott. And there he's got the neck again, but does not have control with the legs.
Oh, nice timing on that takedown.
Again, he is so good with his upper body throw. That is incredible.
And now at least he's on top with some control. Now he can settle into the guard and look to land some of his own ground and pound here. But Askarov looking to land those elbows. Duke Roof is always talking about that. Stay busy, and it opens up opportunities like this. Elliott does a good job of fighting that off.
Yeah, he did a great job of turning the corner and putting pressure on the shins.
And watch the triangle here.
But this guy's got nasty legs. I mean, you can see the dexterity in Askarov's legs. Very, very dangerous. Elliott can't stay in here. I mean, he's trying to use that pressure pass. No, he's going to use the pressure pass, and he probably is confident because of the fact that he got off the last one.
He's got to try to control him and keep him down for a second. Askarov finally settles into being on his back for a second.
Now for Elliott, he's got to keep that left leg from getting into play by Askarov. Now it got into play. See, use that left leg to get half guard, and he's elevating him.
Wow, that would have been a beautiful sweep.
Well, Elliott he had to block the passage with that left leg. He's on top again now in half guard, but you can see Askarov dangerous off his back, threatening with submissions,
arm
and
bars,
also very
triangles,
sneaky.
and sweeps.
Yeah.
And creative ones at that.
Yeah. And he's setting up again. You can see he's looking to manipulate the hips. There he goes, and throws the legs over. But the strength of his legs, the way he's able to control Tim's neck in that position. But Tim passed over it. Pressure on the neck.
Gets back up to his feet.
Yeah, man.
Oh, good
nice
left
hand.
30 seconds, control.
Well, this is a Tim Elliott pace as we come down the stretch in round 2.
It's also an Askarov pace. I mean, look, that kid's not even a little out of breath.
Right. Yeah, he's been running on the treadmill for hours every day.
Both men tried to change levels there. Nice combination from Elliott.
Yeah, see, now Tim is mixing in these
Short
takedowns.
time, short time. Short time, short time. Damage, damage.
All right,
Tim is tired.
3 high-amplitude takedowns for Elliott in that round. Askarov looking for one late here.
Good defense there by Elliott.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of UFC.
Sir, are you ready? Sir, are you ready? Fight.
All right, 10 minutes down, 5 more to decide this one.
Yeah, we could really be looking at 1-1 here.
Oh, yeah.
And huge divisional ramifications here between number 7 and number 12 in the world. Paul, a lot of messaging there in that Tim Elliott corner. Any major takeaways?
Well, I mean, for James Krause, he's telling him, listen, you can take him down wherever you want. Don't get sloppy with the takedowns. You don't have to shoot those big doubles or those big trips. You're landing it every time. But he's saying we can do this from the clinch. Let's start, you know, being a little more careful there. Ooh.
He's having so much success with those upper body throws, those hip tosses. Really beautiful. Look.
And this is baiting him, in my opinion. This is smart for Tim Elliott. He wants him to throw. He's going to shoot in. He's going to try to close his distance and get this fight to the ground.
Head strikes at distance, huge advantage for Askarov.
Elliott with a good left hand. Caught him in the end of it.
Man, he's got some sharp boxing, Askarov.
Very good right hand. And there it is again. And Elliott keeps grabbing a hold of that neck, but you see the strength of Askarov.
Just pulls his head right out of it.
Oh, nice uppercut from Askarov. Body shots from Tim Elliott. Now, let us, excuse me, Paul, check in with James Krause, Eddie Bracco, Casey Halstead in the corner of Tim Elliott.
Nothing for free, kid. Nothing for free, Tim. Knee, yes. Good knee there, Tim. Now a hit, that hit. Hey, counters off the jab, Tim.
Oh, he hurt him with that right hand.
Stay there at that pressure. I need that same range the whole time. I need that same range the whole time.
On.
Beautiful. That hurt. That hurt.
Yeah, I think they're right. I think Krause and his corner are right that the leg kicks are starting to bother Askarov, especially when he's going to the calf. There he goes again. He does not like that.
No, he's got a little bit of a wobble here.
All right, less than 3 minutes now to go. Trevor Whitman, what a fight so far.
James Krause is exactly right. You've got to jam him up and take away his power. Askarov can punch, but he needs range to do it. This is what's so cool about MMA is styles. This is such an awkward style that you can't train for. You can't get training partners for. What a fun fight.
Boy, look at Elliott. Hands down. This is not looking like a guy who almost got knocked cold in the first round. Right?
No, not at all. But this is not necessarily smart either, Joe.
Well, he's just trying to demoralize him a little bit as he's chasing him down and putting pressure on him. Hands down. Oh, he got clipped there.
That almost wobbled him. But now is the time, okay? You've got him frustrated. You got him, you know, not believing in his power anymore. Get a takedown. Get on top. You've got 2 minutes left. You're not winning the striking exchanges. You're getting out volume punched here.
Also, go back to chopping that leg.
Yeah, those calf kicks are working.
Askarov staying busy here on the feet. Less than 2 minutes to go. Elliott's got to go.
And I can hear his corner yelling to go after that leg.
Inside leg kick lands for Askarov.
As far as striking accuracy and volume, Askarov, even though he's moving backwards, he's landing much more shots in this round and cleaner shots. Elliott's putting that pressure on him, but it's like that. Like, that's not effective. He's just kind of touching him a little bit.
I think a takedown right now for Tim Elliott would be well-timed. Because he's pressuring. He's got Askarov on his heels. His hands are down. He's not worried about anything. Shoot a takedown and end on top.
Askarov retreats and then lands.
Oh, man.
Lands again.
Good right hand
He waited too long in there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice knee to the body from Askarov after Elliott had landed a right hand. Both guys landing at a high percentage.
Askarov's got strong hips. You see, every time Elliott goes for the double, he just shucks him off.
Ooh, turns his own calf kick there.
Now a shot from Elliott.
And he gets it briefly, but not quite.
Gotta watch. Askarov might not, I mean, I'm not even making fun. He might not know what, you know, somebody puts their hands down in front of you. You might think, is this, sure, is it over?
Right, you can't hear the bell, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Late shot from Askarov.
Man.
What a fight. Great showcase for the flyweight division, too.